Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Preserves. In today's video, we're going to be going over a couple of microphones that I have and one that I have just barely purchased. And I'd like to thank Glenn over there at Spectra Sound Studios. I've been subscribed to his channel for quite some time. And before that, I was even watching his channel. But anyway, what we got here is I'm going to bring this one in a little bit closer. And we'll tighten that up a bit. So basically what we got here is I've got on this side of me, I've got the lewit LCT 240 Pro. Get a better picture of that. And then the brand new mic, which Glenn turned me on, is this Lewit Ray. And they basically look the same. The only difference is that this one I can have this one way further away from me and it's tracking with the same amount of volume as this one right here that's literally right up on me. This one's about 2 feet away at this point, and I can swing this one even further away and keep her. So now that microphone is probably close to 3.5 feet away from me. It's right up close to the camera, and I am tracking the same level. Well, virtually this, actually a little bit better of a level than this one right here. Now, if I get right up on this one like this, then it tracks the same as that one, but it's a really decent microphone. So no matter how far away you are from this one and you've got light shining on you, like I've got my light shining on me, this ray, what that one does is it shoots an infrared beam to see how far away you are, so you can always have the same amount of sound. So what this one would do for you is it would probably be awesome for like a podcast or something like that, where you're, no matter how far away you move, this microphone will always stay the same level if you have it set properly on your interface. So basically, let's go over a couple of things. I'm going to turn down this number 2 mic a little bit, and well, actually, let's turn down this Lewit. And so I've got that one turned like super low right now, and it's still tracking me at the same. I've got that one on like 2, and it's starting to track just a little bit lower than before. So, and now I can turn down this other one, and you can definitely hear a difference when I turn that one down. So on 3 right now, and so it's still tracking the same. There we go. And now the volume is like significantly lower on tracking. Now I can turn them up and we'll get some good sound volume out of both of them. And we'll turn this one, we'll just go about noon on both of them. That you should never have to go noon on your recording mic if you're this close or whatever away. You should be able to, it should just be able to pick you up. And so let's turn this one up a bit. And so I could put my hand right up close to this thing, and it will totally think that my hand is me, and it's not going to record at the same volume. But and then I start taking my hand away further and further and further, it gets louder in volume. It'll push that frequency out further, so you can be as far away as I am right now from this mic. So let's bring her up close. Let's turn her, get her set back up, and tilt her just a little bit. So now it's like pointed directly at me. And there we go. So now it's pointed directly at me. I'm going to mute this mic. I'm going to turn it down. And then I'm going to pull it off of this and I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is going to be a pretty big jump, like I thought. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. So, anyway, this is what the mic looks like. So you got these bars right here, and then on each side of that, you got these infrared that lets the mic know how far away you are. It's like an AI type thing, and so it lets the mic know how close or how far you are away from the microphone. So that's that mic. And, you know, and it's still really good construction. You have your lewit on the side and on the other side. And then on the back, it just says lewit. And on the front, it says Ray. So this mic is really built. Lewit mics are built really well. I have quite a few mics in my repertoire. And, when new gear comes out, I like to try it out. As you can tell, you can look behind me. You can see on my walls that I'm a gear junkie. I like gear, and so that's one of the things that I've always been into. Is I've always been into electronics from an early age, and tinkering with them and fiddling with them and all that other stuff. But you see, as soon as I put my hand up to this mic, it thinks I'm closer to it, and then I can pull my hand away, and then it actually, you know, it's on the fourth bar, sensing how far away I am, whereas this one is just picking up where I am right on the mic, you know. So if I move this one away, say I move it to there, it doesn't pick me up as well. It still picks me up, but it doesn't pick me up as well. And so what I'm running right now is I'm just running my PreSonus audio box USB 96 into my laptop, and that on my laptop I have my Studio 1.6 program running. And then what that does is I'm able to go in and edit the sound and whatnot, and put filters on it and whatever. But I'm not that great at that kind of stuff yet. I run directly into the program, and then Studio 1.6 actually has these really nice features on it, and you can on the editing process, you could just click, you know, you're doing a voiceover or whatever, and then it automatically puts plugins right directly on it that's based on that, and then you can just tweak the, you know, the compression and the reverb and all that stuff, you know, slightly, instead of trying to figure out exactly how everything, because for one thing, I'm not a producer, or I don't mix very well, and most of my recordings are just raw and whatnot, and I'm just barely learning how to, even though I've had a recording program for a really long time, I'm not the guy that it knows how to use these programs in depth. I know a little bit about them. I've been using them for a while, and like, I don't even know the keyboard shortcuts on them yet. I'm still doing like weird click and whatever. The thing that made PreSonus really nice for me on this new up up upgrade from Studio One. What did I have? I had Studio One 4, and then I didn't get the next version. And then when the next version came out, Studio One 6, I purchased that one, and uh, in a bundle, I purchased that one. And now everything that I wasn't able to do, like super easily in Studio One 4, I can just literally grab something and then drop it into the timeline, and it's there instead of clicking on this, clicking on that, and then having it populate where I need it to. I could just actually go into my scroll and just drag it in, and so that makes stuff a lot easier for me. But like I said, I still don't know how to quite, EQ mixes and uh, bring compression level and, put all that other stuff onto your mix so it sounds professional. I'm not that guy. But anyway, so I'm going to bring this mic back in. There we go. So now we're back at where she was before, at about 10, maybe 11 inches from my face. And now the volumes of both of these mics are exactly the same. This one's still sitting about 2 foot away from me. And so, yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, Lewit makes really good microphones. And I'll show you a couple of other mics that I have here really quick. And I'm not going to compare them or anything because that would be redundant. Because this Ray does way more than any other microphone that I've ever had. It doesn't matter if I'm right up on it or if I'm further away from it. This microphone will pick me up at the same level no matter what. So let me go grab a few other microphones and I'll be right back. B7X, and this is like a SM7B. It's the cheaper version. It doesn't have the it still does a great job. It has the mic input in the back, but it doesn't have all of the little switches and whatnot on the back, and then it doesn't have the mic cable that instead of coming out, and that it's built onto the stand itself. So this is my Shure MB7X, and I use this one on occasion. Not a whole bunch, but I use it on occasion, so it's a good microphone for podcasts and whatnot. If you don't want to spend like the $400 on the SM7B. And then this is I've featured this in a couple of videos before as a room mic. This is my SE X1A. And I keep everything in their boxes like this. I don't want stuff laying around and whatnot. Whatever they come in, I keep that around, and I use that. They're good for multiple applications. This is my MXL. This one I got on discount for some reason or another, but it still comes in a nice plastic case. The foam, your shock mount, and then this is the MXL 770 in white. It does come in black. And then this one has, your roll-offs for your dBs and your high and low frequency on the side. These are great mics. They're a cheaper mic, but let me tell you, these ones are great mics. They've got a large diaphragm on them, and man, they do a great job for singing and vocals, no matter what. And then let's see, I got my AKG here. This is my AKG P120. There's a cheaper mic, but it still has your dB and your high and low frequency roll offs, and it's a great mic as well. It's, it's like a starter mic, and I don't have any like really super expensive mics. I think the most expensive mics that I have are actually for my drums, and I have some Audix uh, D series drum mics. I also have some F series mics for my drums as well. Um, they do a great job. In my opinion, you don't need to spend, especially if you're not a professional. If you're not a professional, you don't need to spend the amount of money that a lot of like recording studios do to get a decent sound. You really don't. Uh, Even though I never get a decent sound because I'm not. I need to learn more about my recording program. And then this is my Audio Technica. Which one is this? I have another one, but I wasn't able to find it. Oh, this is the AT2020. So, and this right here, this is actually my first microphone that I purchased for vocals. And it comes with a shock mount too, and all that. And if I'm being honest, that microphone did a great job for what I was able to do, and then of course I purchased this lewit LCT 240 Pro about 3 years ago, when I was still, we were still kind of jamming and stuff, and then me and my best friend kind of had a falling out. I guess it's a weird situation. His son and him had a falling out, and then Brett, he and I had been friends since middle school, and so I'm like an uncle to all of his kids, and he's like an uncle to all my kids. So we've known each other for, almost 40 years. He recently passed away, but he had a falling out with his oldest son, and I was still allowing his son to come over and hang out and jam and do music and whatnot, and he didn't like that, and so he and I kind of had a falling out, but that's neither here nor there. So, but anyway, that's gonna do it on this video from the preserves today. I'm just showing you different scales of mics. So this is probably the lower end mic. This one probably cost me 90, not even that. But this one maybe $80. This one was about $90. This 770 I got on sale, and I can't remember how much I paid for that. This was about $100, the SE. This one was about $150. The Lewit 240 Pro, I believe. I think I got it as a demo, yeah, so it was super cheap. I bought that off of Sweetwater. And then this one, right now, besides my Audix drum mics, this one was $350. So, but it does a lot for you. It does a lot for you in the mix. You're not gonna have to adjust volumes and stuff like that. This microphone takes the guesswork out of close and far away situations, because no matter how close or how far away or how close I am to this mic, it's going to give me the same level of volume no matter what, because of these infrared sensors that tell the mic how close and how far away I am. Like when I put my hand up to it, it tells it's close, that I'm too close, that I'm not too close, but I'm close to the mic. When I bring my hand back away, it, it tells the mic how far away I am. Whereas this one over here, it's a static mic, and so you have to be right up on it, or you could be far away, but then you got to adjust your levels and stuff like that. With this one, you don't. So that's going to do it from the preserves today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and leave me a like down there. And, anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace.